Good morning. We are on lesson 2.3, and this is multiplying fractions. Woohoo! I put an exclamation mark because I love this lesson. I feel like it's a good lesson. Let's look at problem number 2 in your book. This is page 85. Problem number 2 in your book. We have 1/8 times 20. Okay. On your notes, I would put something like, if there is a whole number put it on top of the number 1. Okay, that's how you turn a whole number into a fraction. So pretty much just going like this. I'm going to rewrite the problem so it looks really nice. 1/8 times 20 over 1. Multiplying fractions is probably one of the most simple and easy things to do. You just go straight across. 1 times 20 is 20. 8 times 1 is 8. This is where things get confusing. You do have to simplify. All right, so let's simplify this. What factor do these have in common, or what smaller number do these have in common? I see that both of these numbers are even, so I can automatically divide by 2. 20 divided by 2, 10. 8 divided by 2, 4. Okay, can I simplify this even more? Yes, I can. They're both even. I could divide by 2 again. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 4 divided by 2 is 2. All right. Now, it's an improper fraction. Improper fraction means that the bigger number is on top. Okay. I'm going to take this over to the notes. So, multiply straight across. Is that right? Cool. Multiply straight across. Number 2, simplify. That means doing your dividing or reducing. Simplify, people use the word reduce. And number 3, if it's an improper fraction, you have to, and I'm going to do like an example here, say, well, let's just work on that one. 5 over 2, okay? If it's an improper fraction, push the top number to the right, okay? And I'll show you what that means. You're pushing the top number so it falls to the right-hand side, and you're putting it into a division house. So 2 and 5. You see where this happened? I just pushed it over to the right-hand side. Can 2 fit into 5? Yes, it can. It can fit into it 2 times. That's going to be your whole number. Okay, put a fraction line. 2 times 2 is 4. Subtract it, 1. Okay, this 1 is your remainder. That goes on the top, and you keep your original denominator. That is the bottom. We'll do more practices like that. So this is your final answer. This is a proper fraction rather than an improper fraction. So just remember to shove the top number or push the top number to the right, and then set it up with your whole number. Your remainder goes on top and your denominator stays the same. Okay, we are moving on to number 4 in your book, page 85. I have a mixed number here, okay? Just as a refresher, if you don't know how to turn a mixed number into an improper fraction, this is how you do it. You take your denominator and you multiply by your whole number, and then you add your top number. Your denominator always stays the same. So automatically my denominator is 8, okay? Then 8 times 1 is still 8, plus 1 is 9, okay? Multiply times 1/9, and then following our rules, multiply straight across. 9 times 1 is 9, 8 times 9 is 72, and then you have to reduce, reduce, reduce. 9 and 72. I know that they have a similar factor, and you can also check your hundreds chart to see what number that they have in common. I know that they have the number 3 in common. I also know that they have the number 9 in common. I'm going to skip up to my larger number. So divide by 9, divide by 9. My new one is 1/8. I don't have to reduce that. That's in its lowest form, and it's not an improper fraction, so I don't have to push it to the right like I did on this other one. Okay, now looking at number 9. This is a little bit different because we have our parentheses, and you know that we always have to start in our parentheses. And when we're adding or subtracting fractions, they have to have the same denominator. So how do I turn this whole number into a fraction? That was part of our notes over here. If it's a whole number, you have to put it on top of a 1. So I have 1/1 right now. But I'm subtracting, so they have to be the same. Can I turn this into something that gets along with a 9? Whatever you do to the top, you must do to the bottom. So my new fraction is 9/9 minus 1/9. Okay, if I do that, I get 8/9. I'm going to rewrite this problem so that it looks awesome and simple and easy. I'm just taking that answer and putting it here. Okay. When I'm multiplying fractions, my denominators do not have to be the same. But if I'm adding or subtracting fractions, they do have to be the same. So I'm multiplying here, I don't have to change anything. So I can just start following my rules. Multiply straight across, I get 24. Multiply straight across, I get 36. Okay? I multiplied straight across, now I have to simplify or reduce. What factors or what smaller numbers do these have in common? They have 2 in common. They have 4 in common. They have 6 in common. They even have 12 in common. There's a lot of numbers that these two numbers have in common. I'm just going to go with the biggest one that I know right now. And I'm going to say 12. This is its simplest form, and I don't have to change an improper fraction. I've already reduced. It looks good. All right, now going on to your worksheet. Oh, since these problems are so fast, and I like them so much, I would suggest finishing this whole top portion. I did some of them with you, but try and do like 1 all the way through 11 on your own. It's excellent practice, and I just think it's way super fun. In your book, on lesson 2.3, you only have to do the front. You do not have to do the back. Don't worry about it. Only the front, 1 all the way through 8. Good luck, be amazing, and have a wonderful day.